and welcome to the Inferno BCS special. I'm your host, Taya Vitek, and here with me this week is our panel featuring Johnny Soto, Joey Hardy, and Lucas Robbins. ASU had an outstanding year on the field, and the conference recognized that. Coach Todd Graham was voted Pac-12 Coach of the Year, and a total of 13 players were put on the All-Pac-12 squad. Let's go to Torrance Dunham for more.
Thanks, Taya. It's that time of the year again where the All-Pac-12 team has been announced, and 6 of your Sun Devils are on the first team. Let's take a look. On the offense, it's tight end Chris Coyle and offensive lineman Evan Finkenberg. On the defense, we have defensive end Will Sutton, who is the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, followed by DB Alan Darby and Robert Nelson. And on special teams, we have freshman Zane Gonzalez. Let's go to the second team. We have on the offense quarterback Taylor Kelly, running back Marion Grice, wide receiver Jalen Strong, and on the offensive line, Jamil Douglas. Let's go to the defense. Linebacker Carl Bradford and Chris Young, and defensive back Oshahan Irabor. And they are all led by your Pac-12 Coach of the Year, Todd Graham. Taya, back over to you.
It was a spectacular year for the conference, highlighted by a number of memorable plays. Let's go to Trevor Miglerino for a walk down memory lane to see what made the Fro grow this season. Trevor?
Well, it's back and bigger than ever. The Fro Grow meter this week will feature the greatest plays we have in our archive from the Pac-12 season. Here we fro. Utah is going to take on the Utes. We'll start off with things. The quarterback, Travis Wilson, will drop back and drill a bullet past UCLA defense to his receiver. Talk about threading the needle. That will earn a 3, but it'll also, now we got Oregon State to punt to Oregon, and Braylon Addison will get muffed punt, and it'll catch by Ryan Murphy, who will then truck him to add insult to injury for some big plays with some big hair. Now, it can't get better. Colorado says, yes, it can. And it'll show us a little tomfoolery. Reverse, throw, catch, and it's going to go all the way back for a touchdown. That's going to get a 4 on the Fro meter. Look at that play. That is just awesome against Oregon. Now we got UCLA with 3 in the back. What's that for? I don't know, but it looks like Brett Hundley's going to become a weeble wobble as he makes a fool of everyone in the Arizona defense, just dancing his way into the end zone. Look at that. He'll get 6 for that one and 4 on the Fro Grow meter. Again, you saw it 2 weeks ago, and here it is again. He's going to try to go for the first down, can't get it, comes outside. He's got bigger plans. He's going to go for 6 as he runs all the way back. And touchdown. That'll get a 5 on the Fro Grow meter, as it did last time. Coming back, we have Stanford again. He's got all the time in the world. Hey, bud, can you catch this? Oh, yeah, I got that, no problem. One-handed, double coverage, touchdown. What do you know? That is just athleticism right there. That gets a 5, and that's how you play football right there. Awesome, awesome football all the way around. Taya, back to you.
With the conference championship week upon us, it's time to seriously consider who should take home the Heisman. There's still quite a bit of room for debate, so let's see what the panel has to say.
Well, I'm picking the front runner and the favorite by most people in Jameis Winston because the freshman phenom has put up big numbers this year with 3,940 passing yards on the season, 35 TDs, which are ACC records for rookie quarterbacks. He's also gotten QBR 91.9 and notable wins against Maryland, Clemson, Boston College, and the U of Miami. Lucas, are you with me?
Yeah, Johnny, you're exactly right. How could you not go with famous Jameis? As far as you know, he will not be charged with the alleged sexual assault.
That's big.
So he's leading Florida State to an undefeated season. Big BCS standing number 1, and they've been undefeated. And like last time that happened, they won a national championship back in 1999.
Very true. Well, I'm going to go with a guy. He's from another undefeated school, a little smaller. I probably know the name. It's Jordan Lynch out of Northern Illinois. Lynch, he doesn't come from a power conference, but he does boast some incredible stats. This season, he's had 6 games with both 100 yards on the ground and in the air, and he's 3rd overall in rushing yards over some of the top running backs in the nation. That right there sticks out to me, but here, guys, this is the clincher. He's had 22 passing touchdowns and 20 rushing touchdowns this season. He's the 5th quarterback in history to do that, and note it, 3 of those guys have gone on to win the Heisman, and guys, I think Lynch could join their ranks.
And I think the last guys to do that were out of the SEC, Cam Newton, Tim Tebow, and Johnny Manziel, right?
You're exactly right, and in my opinion, he is on par with these guys.
With the season coming to a close, you all know what's ahead, the Bowl Championship Series. This season, Pac-12 teams did quite well, ending the season with 9 of the 12 teams being bowl eligible. However, the Pac-12 only has 7 tie-ins, meaning some teams might get left out. Trevor, who's in and who's out?
Well, thanks, Taya. Let's go bowling. And I'm not talking about knocking down pins. I'm talking about bowl projections for the Pac-12 teams. As you can see, the division has a few tie-ins for some of the smaller bowl games, with the U of A Wildcats looking to go to the New Mexico Bowl against SDSU. The Las Vegas Bowl looks to host USC and Fresno State, while the Fight Hunger Bowl is projected to have Washington and BYU. On to some bigger bowls. At the end of the month and the start of the new year, you can look forward to the Alamo Bowl with hopefuls Oregon and Oklahoma, as well as the Holiday Bowl with the loser of the Stanford vs. ASU Pac-12 championship game against Kansas State. The last bowl game that you may see a Pac-12 team in is the Sun Bowl with UCLA against Virginia Tech. Again, these are just projections and are always subject to change because who doesn't love an upset, right, Taya?
You're definitely right, Trevor. And speaking of Pac-12 bowl games, the Rose Bowl, a New Year's staple that follows the Rose Parade, traditionally features a Pac-12 champion squaring off against the Big Ten champion. Guys, which teams will make it to Pasadena?
I got TK and the Sun Devils remaining undefeated at home tomorrow as they face Stanford, and they will get to face the Sparties of Michigan in the granddaddy of them all. What about you, Joey?
Oh yeah, this is the big one. I know Michigan State has that Big Ten spot, but who's going to take the Big 12? I got to go with the Sun Devils just because of that home field advantage. It's going to be ASU, Michigan State in this one.
Yeah, you guys are exactly right. College Game Day made a mistake not coming to Tempe for the Pac-12
Yeah, they
championship.
did.
But don't you worry, Sun Devil Nation. You will soon be in Pasadena for a New Year's celebration. I got the Devils and the Big Ten runner-up Michigan State Spartans in the granddaddy of them all.
Also on New Year's Day is the Fiesta Bowl. The Big 12 traditionally has the tie-in, but who they play is always anyone's guess. Let's see what the panel thinks. Guys?
All right. Well, I'm going to go a little unexpected. I'm going to go with the upset alert. I'm going to put Texas in the Fiesta Bowl. I'm saying they're going to beat Baylor, and I'm going to say Oklahoma comes over Oklahoma State. And Texas, they're going to go, and they are going to take on the easy choice, Northern Illinois.
Well, I believe the Oklahoma State game versus Oklahoma will come down to the wire, but I got Oklahoma State versus NIU.
Yeah,
What about
Johnny,
you, Lucas?
I'm going to have to agree with you there. I don't know about Texas. I think Oklahoma State is going to win that Big 12 bid, and NIU is going to get the at-large in there. It should be a good game. You never know.
Yeah.
Next up in the run to the title game is the Sugar Bowl at the Superdome in New Orleans. The SEC has the tie-in here, and with so many good SEC teams, it'll be hard to choose who goes. Panel, do your best.
All right. Well, it's actually going to be a rare opportunity to see the SEC champion in the Sugar Bowl, but it definitely is. It's going to be Auburn in this one, and they're going to be taking on UCF. It's an at-large choice, unfortunately, but it's not going to be a great game. Auburn's going to run all over them, but Auburn, UCF in this one.
Yeah, Auburn will have a tough time against Mizzou. However, they will get the W some way, somehow, and they will go up against Central Florida because I don't see them losing against Southern Methodist. What about you, Lucas?
Yeah, I'm just with you guys. I mean, SEC champion is going to be the Auburn Tigers, and then getting that AAC bid is going to be UCF. So they're going to be getting to that Sugar Bowl.
Now onto the Orange Bowl, which usually features an ACC team taking the field at Sun Life Stadium on January 3rd. What are your predictions, panel?
All right. Well, they fell out of championship contention earlier in the season, but no way the Orange Bowl committee isn't going to pick these guys up. It's definitely going to be Bama in this one, and they're going to be taking on likely Clemson is my guess, just because of those selections that the BCS has.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right there, Joey. I mean, it was supposed to be a national championship matchup, but instead when you lose, you end up getting that at-large bid to the Orange Bowl. I got Roll Tide and the Tigers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Lucas, this could have been the championship game. However, Alabama and the Oregon Ducks lost crucial games against ranked opponents this year, so I got Bama versus Ducks in the Orange Bowl.
All right, and last but certainly not least, we have the BCS national title game on January 6th. The classic number 1 versus number 2 matchup will be played at the historic Rose Bowl this year. So who gets to make the trip to Pasadena, guys?
I got Winston Seminoles beating Duke by at least 14 points, and Miller's Buckeyes just barely edging out the Sparties by 7 or less to set up for an interesting championship game. What about you, Joey?
Definitely. We're going to hear the Rose Bowl echoing with the cheers of OHIO because it's going to be Ohio State in there at the number 2 seed, and they're going to be taking on Florida State Seminoles. They're going to stay at that number 1. Duke doesn't even have a chance against these guys, so they've got that bid.
Yeah, we agree again. I mean, it's going to be a battle of the undefeateds and a battle of some quarterbacks with Braxton Miller and Jameis Winston. It's
going to be a good matchup.
It's going to be that undefeated battle.
It looks like we're in for some fantastic football in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching the Inferno BCS special. I'm Taya Vitek. We'll see you next semester, and as always, go Devils.